chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday, 5:30 show. A little later, coming in at your dinner time. Sit down at your table. Clear out the kids and the family. Push them all away. Enjoy your dinner with me this evening. I will serenade you with my gossamer tones as you slurp down your spaghetti or whatever other type of pasta you have. Maybe a little ramen, whatever you prefer. Let me just bring out my guest right away, because why not? I don't like leaving the man waiting. Let's bring him. Hey, what's up, Curtis?
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. What's going on? Are we
Not much.
Are we live? Is this live?
It's live, man. We are live.
Oh, well, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, 5:30. It's dinner time on the East Coast. On this coast, some people eat later, though. That's the thing. I was telling my wife that the other day. I was like, some people eat dinner at like 7 or 8 o'clock. Some people eat dinner at 10 o'clock. And she was just baffled by that. I'm like, it happens, man.
We used to be pretty religious 5 o'clock people, and then it just kind of, especially once the kids started working, doing their own thing, sometimes they don't eat at home anymore. And so now it's just like whenever Darley feels like it. So sometimes I'll eat at 3 in the afternoon. Sometimes it'll be 8 o'clock at night. So I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Will he eat? I don't know.
Fend for yourself if you have to. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way it is here too sometimes.
I was actually going to cook some steaks up today, but somebody needed my help on a show, and I'm not one to turn people down, so I'm here.
Oh, thanks, buddy. So today is
I gave up steak for you. That's how much I love you.
Don't you eat steak every day?
Try to have it once a week if I can, but yeah.
Aren't you on like the carnivore diet?
No, I'd love to be. It sounds great.
I heard it doesn't work that well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you cut carbs out,
delicious. I did have bacon yesterday. We had BLTs.
Oh, I haven't had BLTs in forever.
They're
I'm
good.
getting off the pork though.
Yeah.
Pork industry's horrible. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are. Today is the day.
Yeah.
What?
I'm the opposite. I went to Sam's yesterday and got a 3-pound thing of bacon. So,
I mean, bacon is delicious. It's kind of hard to pass up.
I think I could turn down the rest of pork if it wasn't for bacon.
We were doing pork sausage for a while, like, on whatever chili or using it for whatever, but the salt levels like usually a little high for my dietary needs.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, a good BLT, like Jeremy Govier is saying, is heaven. It's got to be the perfect tomato. Use Jersey tomatoes. Do you mean
I don't know where the tomatoes come from. There is a tomato though.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Do you leave
it does have mayonnaise on it though, so Jesse wouldn't like it.
Oh, you got to have mayonnaise on that.
I know, but Jesse doesn't like it.
You toast the bread, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not a monster. I get you.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well,
you
today's
just have it on a soft bread.
I know. I was just teasing. That's just crazy. I was trying to catch you into admitting it. Yeah. So today's the day. Today's like the last Friday of the month, right? So the 12 and 25s bundles went up today. A lot of people got in on that action. I had just showed a late add-on. You know how I like to do the little accessories and parts. I had to do some like adjusting, fitting, tinkering with a design to make it work the way I want it. And I just got it to print the way I wanted it this morning. So I put a picture up on Instagram of, it's like a cool blaster hand cannon. I showed it to you. You remember that?
It's the one that I used for my slug custom.
Exactly. And from Stefan Delator at Detour Customs, he had given me the design because I guess he wasn't really doing cosmic. So he's like, here, you can have this. And I'm like, okay. And I think you had the one for your slog.
Mhm.
And then I readjusted it, altered it so it fits on a standard Cosmic 1.0 hand, and that's the accessory that's going out with all the bundles for that head.
It's a good name.
I think I spelled it different every time I wrote it on the website, because you know how I like my names.
Yeah. Should make it easy to search.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, 12 and 25's on it, and I don't know if I put specs. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to search. You're right. I should just plug it.
You just need to have people like have some sort of voice recognition where they can make that noise into a microphone and it automatically pulls it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'll get my tech crew on that. Dub, you missed it. Dub, always go to the new stuff on the website. There's a whole category of new. It shows you the top 25 in order of release. There was all kinds of new stuff today. 16 total things went out last night. I put them out. So
got to see the new.
Yep, you got to go to new. Yeah, who's here? Let me see. Lee Customs, Rob Zamora, Paul Zach, Dub, Brendan Higgins, Purple Ray, Brian Carr, Jeremy Govier, Pat Boyle is here. Jen Lucky Sprinkles, Psych is here. Jen. Stotzilla. Who's this guy? This guy's here.
Guaisagway.
That's the guy.
You also missed Benny up there, FYI.
Oh, did I? Oh, how can I miss Benny? Sorry, Benny.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? Mike, Junkin Crafts and Builds is here. Anyone else you're seeing that I'm not?
Did you say Patrick?
I did say Patrick. What's
One
up,
half of
PB?
PB and J.
Yeah, there's squirrels released
Squirrel
today.
fame. Yeah,
There's squirrels released today. That's fun. Those things were fun. A little birdie told me that they sold out like in about 10 minutes ago. They will be back, guys. I would imagine that probably even by Monday, I should probably have more of them on.
Now, I've heard some mixed messages on who actually sculpted those. So can you set the record straight on who sculpted those?
It was Walter DeMarco.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Why? What did you hear?
I at one point a certain J of PB&J I think might have said Gia sculpted it. So, but I thought it was Walter.
Jay gets confused sometimes. No, it's most definitely Walter.
Gotcha.
Because Walter's the critter guy, right? Yep. So yeah, here's some of the different things. We got a little vampire head, a little cowboy head, squirrel sets out of stock. Sorry,
I gotta tell you that Cyclops ogre one freaked me out at MesquiCon. I had not seen that before. That's creepy.
It's cool, right? It's got beautiful detail,
but it's creepy as all get out.
Yeah, that's a fun one. There's a female head, a Steve O'Beg head. Those were in limited numbers. They were kind of extras I had of what I sent to MesquiCon. My favorite, I Dream of Stevie.
Nice
portrait.
That's good.
There's like some like stodgy old guy. There's I'm calling this one the Iron Cast Helm. Leather hat, which is one of the ones we bundled with some of the graveyards. Mushroom Mongolian. This is Cyclops.
A different leather hat one that that Steven had painted up that looked really good on one of the armory nights I got from MesquiCon. It's one that has a beard or like a goatee with a leather hat, but it's still a skeleton. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'll get it.
No. And then there's the important note with Argagala. He is just for the Spexian. If you do put him on, this is how it looks on a normal 1.0. Because I put the picture on there because I wanted everyone to realize that what you're buying, like it's really for the Spexian. So
there he is. He was sitting next to my two Orcos on my coffee table.
Wait, let me embiggen you. How do I do? Let me see.
This guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's an oldie but a goodie. Steve drew that one.
It was like I was like, that's a great match on that armory night. He's like, I wasn't even trying. That's just painted some leather and it matched it. So, but it was sitting next to my two Orcos on my coffee table.
You better not mention that again. I might as well tell everyone that I accidentally sent the Orco I ordered from Mondo to Missouri.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here
What's really
waiting.
funny is I already messaged the guy, like, my contact over at
Yeah.
Mondo. I messaged him and I was like, hey man, I got my Orco that I ordered the other day, and then today another one showed up. And then we figured out the whole thing about you sending the one. I was like, by the way, disregard. My friend accidentally sent it here. So
That's funny.
but I wasn't going to be one of those people like the NECA people that kept the extra like turtle sewer thing. I was going to totally turn it back in, but yeah.
That's funny. So it had your name on it then?
Yeah, they both had my name on it.
That's funny. Yeah.
So,
oops. And here I am wondering, like, where's my freaking Orco? Like, what the hell's going on? And then you showed a picture of yours yesterday, and I'm like extra jealous. Yeah, it is what it is.
I would have really felt bad if the first one the one that I opened, because the one arrived 2 days ago and I opened it. If that one was yours, I would have felt really bad. But that one actually was. I checked the tracking number. That one was mine. So the one that arrived, yeah, but I would have felt bad. Like I'm sitting here playing with your toy. But yeah, the one that arrived today is the one that you ordered. So
yeah, just to back the story, I had sent Curtis something earlier, like a couple months ago, and I used Shop and I changed it to his address. Just added an address, and when the Orco came up, I was in such a rush because I didn't want it to sell out. I must have smashed that button too fast without I thought I changed it back to my address, but apparently I didn't. So kind of explains why my tracking led to Missouri. That's all right. Could have been worse. I could have sent it to someone else.
And you let me know that the Orca was back on the site, so I could order one too. So
yeah,
because it sold out. All those Mondos that they put up there sold out pretty quick. So
did they? I know the Orco did, but I wasn't sure about the other ones. I don't even remember what else went up.
I know the other one I was tempted by was the Faker, but that one sold out really quick. So
oh yeah,
they have the newer Faker with like the pink armor. So
yeah, that was a show one, wasn't it? Or no?
I believe it was, but I don't know for sure. I know today was the new Sorcerer Tila. And that sold out pretty quick. So
yeah, Mondo's hot, man. It's a good thing, but I'm glad I didn't do Evil In, and I'm glad, because if I did, I would have felt really guilty or not done Orco. So when Orco came up, it made not getting Evil In better. You know what I mean? Like I felt better about it.
Yeah, I got them both. I'm just, if I can get a Triclops, I think I'll be good with saying I'm done with Mondo, but I need a Triclops first.
I definitely need a Triclops. I was listening to Potu today. Remember that show? Podcasters of the Universe. That's a good show, everyone. You should check it out if you're a Potu fan or a Motu fan or not. But yeah, they did their, what do they call that when they make up the
Potu Cannon
for Triclops. So that was fun.
Yeah, I like Potu Cannon.
Yeah, that was good. I always listen to that. That's one of my always podcasts that I make sure to get when it give a listen to right away. Yeah, so what else is going on? I do have a list.
Oh, Lynn's list?
Yeah, wow, Lynn's list.
It looks long.
It's very similar to we were supposed to have a guest, but I don't know where they went.
Do any of the items on the list have sub items with them like last time?
Of course.
Oh wow.
Yeah, business.
Buckle up, folks. Buckle up.
I got some. I'm just checking to see where our guest is. It doesn't say that he got the message, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You know how that is. I have someone else asking me if I'm doing a live. Why, yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I am. All right. Anyway, but I'm not here to do that. So yeah, I have a list. I have business to handle. And that business is just to tell everyone that the painted versions of the graveyard skeletons are anticipated to be done very soon and should be shipping this week. If you're wondering where your graveyard skeleton is, chances are you didn't get it because it's painted, unless there was some other kind of weird ordering snafu that might have happened when you placed your order.
You want to show the people this?
Oh,
I
go
got
ahead.
an I got
What
an
you got there?
early copy of one of the heads that I picked up from Jesse at Muskecon. And this is what that paint match looks like. And I gotta say, Jesse killed it. Like even in like the cracks of the head on this one, match the shading on the actual figure itself, and then the bone itself is perfect. He did a great job. So I'm not sure what paints he used, but Jesse absolutely killed that paint match.
Good. That's good
So,
to hear. So,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's why it's taken a little longer. There's a lot. There's 4 heads per order.
Yeah, well, I
There's a
mean,
lot
first
to
he had to
paint.
figure out what paints to use to make it match, and then then he's got to go through, and there's just a lot of them to go through. So, but I know he's working hard at getting it knocked out.
Yeah, I will tell anyone that's out there that cares, if you did order like more than one, like if you ordered say 3 and one of them was painted and you want me to ship out your 2 unpainted, just send me a message and I'll get it to you, because they only ship 2 per box with the shipping boxes I use. So if it's more than 2 anyway, I have to ship them separate. And I know a lot of people are waiting, for their graveyard skellies to play with. So yeah, just hit me up.
I've heard that we're revisiting the graveyard next October.
That's the word, right?
That's what I hear.
That's cool. I hope that it's Ben Cooper. No, I don't.
Could be Wolf Kings. Could be Graveyard Wolf Kings. We don't know.
It could be. I don't know. Oh, I just realized that I left my damn it. I left something out in the garage in my car. I scored something. I ran out today. I had some errands to run and I scored some cool toys.
Oh,
and I
nice.
meant to bring them to the show, and they're sitting in the passenger seat of the car. Second order of business is Necronominous Wave is still in stock. Everything comes with exclusive heads, which I did reveal to the universe the other day. So everyone knows like what the heads are. Not a lot left. The only things I think we really have are the knights, and maybe like 1 or 2 Necro himself, maybe like 3 or 4 Bolivalias. Bishop's gone. I think who was really low is Maximilius the Harvester. I looked yesterday and I didn't realize how low it is, and there's only a handful of those. They could be gone too, because I'm not updated. There's a bunch of orders that came in since last night. So, but there are some knights left. So if you guys want to get in on Necro,
I tell you, who was the showstopper at Muskecon was the head that comes with, or that came with Conibus. Like people were stopping, getting on like down on their knees and taking photos up close of it. That thing was spectacular.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see any. No one
really?
shared it. Like there's none of that on the internet. I
know Gerard's got a picture of it. I know Jesse's got some pictures of it. I think Stephen, I don't know. There was definitely it was creating a lot of buzz.
Yeah, I mean, people like Jeremy told me how much he loved it, and someone Brett Stoddard was the one who bought it, and he sent me a picture of it just today, but no one's posted any online of it. It's a really cool head.
It might be one of those where people don't want to get people's hopes up because they're gone now, right? Unless you're going to sell the head separately. We don't know.
We don't know. Brendan Higgins got Brendan, I just packed yours or dropped yours the other day or yesterday. The day before. No, when did I you got that already? Oh, good. It's good that you got it, but I don't remember.
Right.
Schremenberger burger.
He could have just stopped by. He could have stopped by Casa LaGuardia.
Maybe. I have to turn off all the security systems. Jeremy Govier loves the Pope head. I had a bunch of people asking me about will they be able to buy them? Yeah, all these sculpts will go up on the website. It's a matter of when.
Gotcha.
2 and 2 together. No, it's when they sell out. If there's no figures to sell with a specific sculpt, then it's going to be.
But it's cool for those people that did order the figures. You're getting early access to it too, right?
Exactly. So, that's the whole point. I kind of want to give out early access. That Conibus head. Will I have it for? Yeah, I'll run some more. I am in a major catch up mode. there's just tons of stuff that's out of stock that people have been asking for, like older things. So some things are taking priority right now because that's a bed hog. That one really like takes up a lot of bandwidth to do. But I probably will maybe like mid next week. I'm gonna do. Oh, that was on my list. I'm gonna do another drop next Friday. We took a little break, if you notice. Like, you know, we've always been about parts. Wolf King Customs. The word customs means parts, but we've been really focusing a lot on figures a lot lately and bundles and all this stuff. But we're gonna kind of get back to the parts thing. So that means that I'm going to start doing regular new part drops. You know, there's a little bit of a back catalog building up. What you doing, bud?
I was having my list too, so that we both have lists.
Oh, this is patent pending.
Oh,
I'm gonna send my lawyer after you. That's okay. No, you can have your list.
It's all right. No, it's okay. I didn't really have a list. It was a blank piece of paper. I didn't have anything. It's just
I just like to have my list. Was that last week that I was throwing my pen and I knocked all the shit down on top of my?
It might be. I don't know. I was doing setup last week, so I missed it. I'm sorry. I was setting up at the Wolf King double table booth, an L-shaped desk thing that, I thought I had set up right, and then Jesse came in and told me I set it up the wrong way. So
he didn't show you the schematic beforehand.
He did, but he changed it, and I didn't catch the changes. It was like the blues riff from B, and I didn't watch him for the changes. So,
yeah, you gotta.
That was a Back to the Future reference.
I know exactly what it was. I was trying to catch up with you, but I couldn't.
I was too fast. I was 88 miles an hour. So
absolutely,
yeah.
I didn't get it, but my kids will love it.
There you go.
No, I knew exactly where you were going, but I was like. Well, I don't know where our special guest is, so I'm just gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to run the giveaway right now. Start it. Toylanta, #Toylanta, everyone is going to be the giveaway. And we're going to be giving away a Boluthia for Necronomist. Boluthia.
I think you mean Belualith.
Belualith. We're going to be giving away a Belualith. Exactly. And that'll come with the parts that comes with her. You know, awesome figure. Deluxe, baby. We're going deluxe because it's 6 o'clock.
There you
That's
go.
Special time, special giveaway.
I can tell you one person I know that's going to be putting in there for that is a one Darla Ackerman, because she's been asking about one of those. So,
oh, well, then you know who's going to win it.
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
It's possible. Will she win? I don't know.
How do I do this? I'm blanking here.
There you go. You got it.
There we go. Since our special guest didn't make it, but I'm still going to use the same #hashtag around the world.
A lot of folks at Toyland. I saw that picture in Big Dub's yard, man. Huge.
Yeah. That's freaking awesome. I wish someday I'll go.
Yeah, I would have loved to go.
It's like they're all piled up pretty darn close though in the beginning.
Yeah, if it wasn't back-to-back weeks with MesquiCon, I really would have tried to get out there.
Yeah, that's how I am too, between all the shows and then, you know, the Lehigh show is coming up. Well, that's actually not. It's May 3rd or Saturday, something. And that's going to be a good one. Sorry, my phone was making static, I think. All right, so
you got a few good ones out there. I heard the Maryland one was really good last year.
I love the Maryland show. I'll tell you what, I got a secret.
Oh, just me and you. Everybody else don't listen right now. He's telling me a secret.
Everyone earmuffs. This is TBD. It's not a lock until I have it in my hands. But we always do raffles at all the shows we do. We literally give away raffle tickets with purchases from Wolf King or Four Horsemen. At Maryland, we did a raffle. Like, I think we did a raffle almost on the top of the hour every hour. It was crazy. We did a lot.
Wow.
So this time we have a special raffle prize.
Ooh,
you ready?
Date with Jesse.
More special. This is TBD. Like I said, this is still, it's not a deadlock. So it's not gonna be deadlock until you see it on like print.
Okay.
We have a test shot of Slog.
Ooh, now that's a big one.
That's a big one. It's a donation from Mark, who runs the show. He was very grateful for what we do for the show and how many people we bring in, and the fun that we have and all the raffles, and he was really excited. So he's good friends with Nate, and he told Nate that he's going to give us a Slog test shot to give away.
Real quick, can you pull up that comment from Jeremy there? Because two things with this. Number one, that was a private secret between Len and I. You weren't supposed to be listening. Number two, we don't paint test shots. Okay, it's not what we do. So there you go.
But Lee, that's why we try to have that's why we make them at a certain time. So you make sure that you're in our building, in the building we're in, at the time.
You gotta be on the cool side.
Yeah. Maryland, it is funny because it's an ag hall, like it's a 4-H fair grounds. Mm-hmm. So it's two huge buildings.
Not 4-H is in the Horsemen. You're talking about like the yeah. And not the wrestlers either. It's the other, it's the third 4-H, the like the pigs and stuff, right?
Yes, that type.
Yeah.
So that's and it's funny because it's two buildings and they're not like right next to each other. It's probably like I don't want to, it's not a 5-minute walk, but it's probably like, it's more than a minute. It's maybe a 3-minute walk from one building to the other. So it is kind of funny, but
and Rob, yes, you're right. We do paint dragons. If you get the balls, you do.
Did you just drop that mic?
Yep. Gotta paint some dragons, man. That looks like so much fun. Oh, can't wait.
So Kurt, oh wait, let me finish up my business. Yeah. So I said more parts next week.
Yep.
Right. We're doing the giveaway now. Wolf King Coin Club. A lot of people are finding it. We added a really cool little widget to your checkout. So when you go to the cart, it kind of shows you how many you have, and it tells you what you can redeem them for. Hey, glad everyone's using them. Might be a little complicated, but I don't think so because it shows you pretty clearly. A lot of people are like, hey, I didn't realize I accumulated that much in the points. Well, got to pay attention.
How much for a hug? Is there a certain number?
A hug from me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's free.
Oh, yes. Sweet. Unlimited hugs, folks. You heard it here first.
Yep. So, yeah, that's the Coin Club. Use it. It's there. If you make an error using your Coin Club things, it's very hard for me to fix. I don't even know if it's possible. So when you do redeem it, make sure you redeem it for something you really want. That's all I'm saying. Like it gets a little confusing. And that's it. That's all I have for the business. Necro parts, Necro, graveyard painted, business, giveaway. Curtis, tell me something. I saw something online. What is going on next week with everyone being in on some kind of dragon thing? What is that about?
Yeah, let me share an image here. If you want to pull that one up real quick. Should be down at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, hold on, I have to that's it. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, I have to take this one out, right?
No, you can should be able to just click on the other one to pull it up. There you go.
There you go.
So this is, let me see if I can shrink that down a little bit so we can get it in the screen. There we go. So yeah, this is Bayathir Telethon, the final stretch. So initially what I was going to do is do a 24-hour stream just on my channel. Just kind of bring in the last little bit of folks that are getting a dragon, bring some people on that are, making their final purchases and whatnot. But there's a lot of shows that happen already on Saturday, on Sunday. And so, I didn't want to be going on my stream and be pulling people from theirs or anything like that. So I reached out to some folks and so we're basically going to have this thing jumping around, but basically you're going to have, over 24 hours of coverage, actually 26 hours of coverage. leading into the end of the campaign. Jeremy has already told us that he's going to be giving us some live updates throughout. So we'll get some updates on what the numbers are. And we've got some different things that we're going to talk about across these different shows. There is one change that's going to happen to this schedule that you've got here, and that is on the Art by Ackerman one that is 11 to 3. That's actually going to be dual streamed between Art by Ackerman and Legion's Ladies. So I think Oz is working on changing up the flyer here later today. But yeah, you're going to have 26 hours of coverage leading up to that final end of the campaign there. It'll be fun.
Oh, that's pretty neat. I guess what confused me is because there's not the dates of them, but I guess it's clear because it's starting on the 5th.
Yeah, it starts on the 5th,
Saturday,
9 p.m., and then it goes all the way through the 6th at 11 p.m.
So PGG is doing doing their show at their normal time from 9 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Osterman Elizabeth's Toy Club House is 11 p.m. to 3. Oh, he's like going on late.
Yeah,
like the late show.
Yeah, so he normally starts around 10. He's going to start at 11 that night. We basically broke this down into 4-hour increments after the PGG. And to Rob in the comments, Legion's Lounge is on the list. I told him that yesterday too. He doesn't listen or read apparently, but they are on the bottom. The last show. They are going to be dual streamed with the Just Shelve It channel because Trevor said he would not participate unless we put it on his channel. So, but they are on there. They are bringing up the final stretch. But yeah, it goes as Oz, then Offworld, then New to Mythics, Art by Ackerman, Latin Legions, and Just Shelve It dual streamed with Legion's Lounge, and now Art by Ackerman dual streamed with Legion's Ladies. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have, like I said, if people are making their purchase on that final day, we're going to try to keep a slot open, because you can have up to 10 people on the screen. We're going to try to keep a slot open for anybody that is just making that purchase on that last day, that they can come in and kind of tell us about their purchase. And we'll try to have some fun with this. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Isn't that special for all of you?
Yeah, like those old fashioned, you would see late at night, you'd have, they'd bring on a comedian and then a juggler and then a this and a that, and they'd have people answering the phones. We're going to try to do all that. So
Curtis, if I get a dragon puppet, can I be part of your telethon?
Absolutely.
I can drink my coffee and make the puppet say stuff. It'll be freaking. Is this if I do the late night ones? Like the off worlds one, can I do anything I want because it's at 3 a.m.?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to get my puppet ready.
I would say probably the late night ones have a little bit more anything goes than the midday ones. But I think New to Mythics, I think they've got CB lined up to join at some point. I know Jeremy's going to be hopping on and off. We'll have some folks from the studio. We'll have some special guests. We'll have some different conversations. The one that is the dual stream with Art by Ackerman and Legion's Ladies, we're going to talk about customizing a dragon because that is something that you're able to do. And it's not a smack in the face to Sherry. Sherry is encouraging people to do that. I just did a how'd they do that with her. And she said it is an absolute work of art that anybody that would like to paint it should paint it because they're going to really enjoy it. So tune in for that one. We'll talk about some customizing, but there's going to be some fun and games. I know Latin Legions does a lot of game stuff, pinning things against each other and, kind of smash or pass and all kinds of things like that. I think Dooch has got a Mortal Kombat style dragon thing where he's going to take dragons from different media and put them together in kind of a Mortal Kombat bracket, and we're going to decide who wins. There's going to be a lot of fun to be had.
Well, isn't that special for all of you and everyone that got invited? How nice.
There's no official invite or not invite list. If it's something that you're interested
well, it seems like there is, Curtis.
You can definitely reach out, and we will do our best to try to get you on.
It seems like there are special people getting invited.
No, not really. There's
That's okay.
shows that are on there, and they're typically the shows that are on Saturday or Sunday. The only reason that Legion's Lounge got on there is because Trevor's a little bit of a prima donna, and he would not do it. He would not perform without having his channel on there. So, but
it sounds like fun. I will watch from the outside in, like the little match girl.
You can definitely jump in. We'll have the Wolf King on.
No, I wasn't.
Especially that off-world slot, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. It might be a ghost town. So I don't know who's up during that time, but
I don't know either. I might have to pop in just to see how many people are actually watching with my pants puppet. Hey, Johnny Ray Hubbard. Dude, you got to add the skull to your cart and then apply the coupon. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it, Curtis.
Okay.
So what do you want to do now? Should we do the big giveaway or should we do the small? Well, the small, let me see where the small one's at.
So you've got, okay,
entries.
when you're saying the small and the big, the small one, you're talking about the Toylanta thing. And then the big one is the, like, where people have been buying stuff from you and they're entered into the giveaway and you're going to pull a number. We have no idea who it is. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. This is the wheel as it stands right now.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, when I spin it, it's going to come up with a number, and we're not going to know who it is. But I'll say the number.
But we're going to cheer anyways, as if we do know who it is.
Yeah, because it's for a good prize. It's for that legendary barbarian that people like.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to do a bunch of barbarian parts with it, including the Gaspar bare naked parts that come that were at Legion's Con, and come on the website. So I'm going to have a set of those. I got a bunch of, like, almost every barbarian part I can find. I'm going to put in with it. So it's a big prize. It's 3 weeks of, orders. I took out the two people that won. I literally added. I've been adding as we've been on this show.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as the orders come in, I keep adding up to the point when we say we're ready to spin it. So,
very nice.
You, Johnny Ray Hubbard, I just added your order, my friend. So yeah,
very nice.
So
I've got a barbarian I've got a giveaway as well, donated by Guaisagüe Echevarria. So I've got to figure out when to do that on my channel. Yeah, people want it, man. Yeah, that barbarian, it's big news right now.
I'll just let everybody know this is my barbarian. I don't have a barbarian. This is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine, and it's going to someone's house.
Now you should be able to get one. Oh no, you're not going to Toylanta this weekend, are you?
I think I would be there if I was, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. They're going to be at every show, so I'm not.
Yeah.
We have 3 street team shows that we do. I'll get my chances. I'd rather give it away than open it up and stick it on a shelf or change his wig around. And
did Paul Zach just do the CSI Miami? You go, ow! With glasses on.
I think so. Oh, Curtis. I'm debating whether I should run to my car and get what I got today because I was so stoked to get it.
You can. I can go through some stuff that I picked up in MesquiCon if you want to do that. All right. You should embiggen me, though.
Hold on. I'm going to.
Okay.
Embiggen Curtis.
Hello, folks. This is Curtis Ackerman of Wolf King Custom fame. I'm going to show you a few things that I picked up at MesquiCon. First off, from Gabe, I got some Golios. They are Battle Beast inspired Armivores. So I got this guy, and I got this one. So love that. Love me some Battle Beast. This one's got an articulated jaw. Look at that. His mouth opens up. How cool is that, right? I think there's just one more left. There's the gorilla one. So I'm looking for that. If anybody has the gorilla one out there, hit me up. Then I picked up from Dang Studios, Dusty Standiford and Ange. I picked up Ange's 3rd custom that she's ever sold, which is this one. Added a Darla Ackerman powder blue and white cape to it, and this thing is awesome. So she sold 3 customs so far. All 3 have gone to shooting the shelf. Jessie has 1. I have 2. She does a great job, but this thing is just, I love the colors on this. Very, Thalen Frostbow.
Yeah, that's
colors.
cool.
So, and then one more thing, I showed off the Jessie head that I got, but this is from Alexander Deshaw, Drunk Gizmo Customs, and he's doing these cool tables now.
Oh, neat.
That have these like broken swords in it that he then puts I forget what that's called, the clear resin or whatever. And then he does these like magic effects around and stuff. So this thing is just super cool. And then he had like a little map, little mythos map that you can put on the table.
Oh, neat. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So,
wait, I missed the gorilla.
I don't have the gorilla. I showed off 2 Battle Beast Glyos tribute figures that I got. I got this one.
Okay.
And this one.
There's
one more, which is a gorilla, and I do not have it. So that's the one I'm looking for. But I do have some other I got some figures from the Horseman table. I got some unpainted parts and stuff like that. But that was kind of the cool stuff to show. I did get my Defenders of Eden, and I got to do a video on that for my channel at some point. But they're really cool.
Son of a bitch.
They're really cool.
I don't know where the hell. It's not like Matt watches, but come on, send me this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's mailed any yet. I think there was like a whole thing where you got to go into your backer kit and you got to pay for because he didn't charge the shipping up front. So you have to like go in and pay for the shipping and stuff, and then he's still got to send them out. But if you're in the area, around the area, you can just kind of meet him at his warehouse.
So I should have just told you to get it for me.
You could have, yeah.
And you could have just shipped it with my Orco.
I didn't know I was going to ship an Orco, but yes, I could have. So,
I should have just done that because I thought he was shipping right away. It's all right though. It's a big task, right? It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Worth the wait.
Still sorting out all the orders and everything. So, yeah. But everybody that does pick up their order from his warehouse, that's less ones that he has to go through and package up to ship and stuff. So, but
if he waits long enough, they'll all disappear, right?
There you go. Yeah, I mean between Matt and Chris with his D13, like there's a couple Kickstarters that are like right on the verge of sending stuff out to folks, and I think people are going to be excited for them.
Yeah. Did you get the all-in from Chris for D13?
I got the all-in of the first book or whatever, and then some other stuff started unlocking, and I was like, I couldn't do any more than that, but I did the first book.
Okay. Because I saw the all-in the other day, and like the box that it is, and it's big. It's like this long.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 books total in the all-in.
It's freaking heavy. It's a big, heavy box, that all-in. Like,
yeah,
heavier than a Legion all-in. Like I was like,
I mean, I've seen him do like an unboxing of like one of the figures, and the packaging is really good.
Oh, the packaging!
They did an amazing job on the packaging.
The packaging's so good. It's figure obscura basically packaging, but in more of a book size. Like, and it's the packaging alone is just freaking awesome. And then like the ends of them, like where the book spine has like what it is. So if you literally want to put them on the shelf like that, like you can, like each one on the spine says what it is.
Speaking of packaging, this is what the Defenders of Eden. There's our good friend Emil. There's this tribute awesome. Milwick. So. But yeah,
that's really cool. It's a big package, right?
Oh yeah, these boxes are huge. So the figures are very chunky. They're basically the same height as an ogre size figure, but they're much wider. They're just super heavy. Like you could knock somebody out with them.
Yeah,
not that you should. I'm just saying you could.
When I was doing the prototyping for him, the first time I pulled like some of the body parts off of the printers, I was like, holy crap, these are huge. Like I was like, and the weapons, the weapons are ginormous. Like there was one, I think it might've been Milwick's, that the blast effect, I think for Milwick, maybe it wouldn't even fit like on a print bed. I was like, they were bonkers.
It's crazy.
Dub. Like a good office joke. You want to see what I got today?
I would love to.
I've been looking for these forever. And like, I could have just ordered them on Big Bad or wherever, but I like to find stuff in nature, and I am totally pumped because I found Bert.
Oh, nice.
The NECA.
Yeah, I've not seen Bert in the wild. I've seen a bunch of Ernies, but no Bert.
And I also found right behind him, as should be, Ernie.
Very nice.
How cool is that? They were the last two on the shelf at the Target in the collectibles section.
There's somebody on Instagram that's doing like a bunch of photos of like basically Bert murdering Ernie like over and over again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I can't remember.
I've seen some really cool photography with them, and that's what kind of sold me on how bad I wanted them. I'm like, man, there's some people doing some cool stuff with them. Michael Carter is asking, what's your opinion on the new InArt 112 Batman figure? That's the Christian Bale Batman figure. I think it looks beautiful, but it's too small for me. That's my opinion.
It looks cool. That's not my Batman, so I probably wouldn't be picking that up, even if it was, it doesn't matter who was doing it. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Well, I guess we'll see once they get in hand and what people think of them. So I know I'm a huge, Mafex guy, but we'll see. Sounds like the price is pretty good for what it is.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Like this.
It might have been my phone. I think somebody was calling me.
Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, I think that they looked really cool. And when I saw everyone showing it, because obviously they sent out a bunch of samplers to, YouTube people. And it looked awesome. But once I saw the comparison size-wise to other things, I was like, no.
Rob's asking if you need a count.
I do need the count. But I think if he's something I could find at the store, I'd just rather hunt for the count. If I didn't have a count in my life, I wouldn't really care.
It's nice to have something that you can hopefully find out and about.
Yeah.
Right. It gives you a little bit of hope, even though toy store or, stores nowadays, the toy sections are just pretty lame, but yeah, it gives you a little hope that you might find something cool in the wild.
Yeah. That's how I feel. There's still stuff that I just won't buy it from an online retailer because I just don't need it that badly. But if I can find it on a toy hunt or if I'm running to get groceries and it's there, then that's just fun. There's still something about that.
Yeah, I saw it when I went to Target the other day. They had almost everything in the men's or the boys toy section, whatever. They had almost everything was 30 to 40% off. All their McFarlane, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, He-Man, everything was Black Series. It was they were trying to get rid of everything. I'm not sure if it's just that time of year where they're kind of changing their planograms or something, or if something else is going on, but it was they were blowing out of things.
I think it is planogram time, because you figure this is probably the one that they do before the Christmas one, right? So they'll do one now and then they'll do one prior to holiday, probably. Gotcha. For boys. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, no, mine's the same way, but not everything's on clearance as much as yours. It sounds like yours has a lot more, but mine has some, but nothing good. It's all garbage. My area, my Target and my area gets hit pretty hard with toy guys, because there's a bunch of entrepreneurs in New Jersey that are the toy hundredaires that like to just buy everything. If they can make $1 on it, they're buying it. So the stuff disappears lightning fast. That's why I was surprised I saw the two Sesame Street figures, because they were kind of off to the side and it was the two of them together. So I'm wondering if someone hid it somewhere in the store to come back for them, but one, an associate found it and put them back where they belong.
Right.
Because usually my area just gets walloped.
I also saw when I was at the store near those Sesame Street, they had a NECA Gremlin set. I'll see if I should be able to pull this up on screen. Because I sent a picture out the other day to some folks. But It was pretty cool. I don't have you seen that where it's got like like a Gremlin box set? Have you seen that?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let me see if I can find the picture here. Um,
They
but
had a
yeah, it was like the first I had seen of it, and it was really pretty awesome. So
commando Elvira.
like she wasn't wearing underwear.
That could be, but I
Oh,
think it's more so because she had like an army helmet and maybe a bazooka or something. But
oh,
I'll go with your version.
gotcha. That makes more sense probably. Like that was Schwarzenegger, right? Commando, where he had the flat top and
Yeah.
it's the one with his like daughter or something. Okay, here's the
Alyssa
picture.
Milano played his daughter.
That's
Let off some
right.
steam,
I
Bennett.
forgot that it was Alyssa Milano.
And the bad guy that he like beats up at the end is like the most out of shape like mess that you would never believe would even last 10 seconds in a fight with him. That's when he goes, let off some steam, Bennett.
All right, you want to pull that up?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was kind of cool. Like, I'm not a huge Gremlins fan,
is cool.
but I thought that was a really neat looking set.
Yeah, that is cool. I definitely didn't see it.
Yeah, I guess it's got like swappable face plates to where you can make your gizmo happy or sad. So, yeah.
Oh, neat.
But
Don't
be on the lookout for that if you're interested, folks.
Yeah, NECA has some cool stuff that they have. You know, they every now and then. You know, depends on what you like, but they certainly. I like the Alf sold me on the what do they call them? The Ultimates? What is that line called?
I think the one was called like the Ultimate Alf. Yeah.
I thought there was a name for the specific line of figures that they called this like versions, but they're really nice. I don't like the movie things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of like that. I hate saying it. I don't want to say it, but like the McFarlane, like when you get them out of the package, they don't really pose that well.
Mm.
They look really good, like in one single pose, more statuesque type thing.
Yeah.
But like that Alf was really killer, like the way he like articulated and everything.
Yeah.
Stoat saying Ultimates. Job. Yeah, Ultimates is what it's called.
Mm. Yeah, I've got mine sitting over here in my cosmic display with the Cabal shirt on.
Yeah, Jen saying that she saw it at her Target yesterday. Yeah, my Target's like super, super hit or miss. It's actually Jonathan Hedgehog's Target. That's what I call it. Because
you're just allowed to go there every now and then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've actually had some hedgehog sightings there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
It's exciting. Yeah.
That is cool.
Well, let's spin the wheel because there's people coming in like later, right? And
sure.
So
which wheel? The big wheel or the
let's do the big wheel. Let me just double check real quick. And did you have a big wheel when you were a kid, Curtis?
I did with the brake. The brake was my favorite part. You do that, like pull it up and slide your wheels, like do a little Tokyo drift thing at the end, and like pull up next to somebody and just try to act all cool.
Yeah.
I
had the big wheel too. I did.
Mine was the He-Man big wheel.
Oh wow, you had like a name brand one. I don't think mine had a theme. I think it was just a big wheel.
I think it had like where the front wheel was made to look like his shield. I think.
Yeah.
What it was.
Cool.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I think I might have had a Knight Rider one.
Ooh, nice.
I remember it was all black. And I really loved Knight Rider when I was a kid. So it could have been
well, Jen said she had the Knight Rider.
Jen
had
the Knight Rider too. Yeah. I feel like it was the Knight Rider one, but I remember this, like, even though I was really young, my big wheel broke because one day, like, it was so hot, and where it was out in the sun, like, it actually melted. Like, the plastic where the joint of the neck was.
Yeah.
So, like, when I sat on it, it went like, bleh.
Oh boy.
And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit of a chubby kid, so that didn't make me feel good. My big wheel like fell out from under me. Yeah. And that probably like left scars for life, but it was because it was so hot. Like it got really like the plastic got so hot that it almost melted.
Now, if you had the Knight Rider one, did you ever pretend that your big wheel was talking to you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, little kit action. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded just like the guy from Boy Meets World.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. We've got some folks. Paul says, "Shake up those balls." I think he might be referring to that little shuffle button you got up there. Kind of shuffle the numbers around.
Oh, I know. I don't need your input, Paul. I know what to do with my balls. Keep it to yourself.
And I could be wrong. He may be telling you to do something different with your balls, but I think
either way,
yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Gotcha. That was
Guess Away had the regular big wheel. I feel
you
like
ever see that show Sledgehammer? You ever see that?
I don't think
really like stupid campy cop show. Anyways, he would finish. They would do like the little theme song and stuff, and at the end he would go, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." So
no, I don't remember that.
That's what you just reminded me of. It was a great show. I love it. It wasn't really. It was a terrible show, but it was one of those terrible great shows. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So bad it's good.
Oh, of course. Like that. What the hell was that one? Cleopatra 2525 or whatever the hell it was. Do you remember that?
Never saw that. But
no, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like if Patrick was here, he would know. It's like Cleopatra like 3035 or like it's supposed to be in the future, and it's like these 3 female lead actresses, and just look it up.
Okay.
The one is I can't remember her name. I want to say her name is Gina. She's been in a bunch of things, and then there was 2 other ones that I don't know if ever did anything afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
There's Patrick. Patrick, what's the name of it? It's if Maxim magazine back in the day made a sci-fi television show, it would have been this show. It was horrible. So horrible it was good though. And even Patrick's agreeing with me. All right, I'm going to shuffle.
It was a show or a movie? Because I'm seeing a movie.
It was a show. Yeah, Rob's saying it was Gina Cochina. I don't remember her.
Oh,
she was in
2525. Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was so bad it was good. It was really something.
Gina Torres.
I don't know why I forgot that.
Yeah.
And like I said, she was the only one I really recognized from anything.
Apparently, she was also in Firefly.
Yes. Yeah, she was in Firefly. She was in she played Mother Nature in the Santa Claus movies. If I'm getting the same person right. Shuffle. I'm doing it.
Here we go.
This is the part where I get to say congratulations, number.
I got a number in my head that I'm hoping comes up. Oh my God. That's it. That was the one. Yes.
Congratulations, 15109. Congratulations.
I was rooting for you. I really was.
Yeah, you are the winner. I will look that up, and if it's someone we know, then I will say who it is. If it's someone we don't, I will not say.
Scout says he believes that's Lawrence Fishburne's wife. So interesting.
Who, the person that won?
No, I believe the Gina Torres, probably. It could be 15109. If you look up 15109 right now and it's Gina Torres, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
It could be Jose Torres. No, actually, I see who it is, and it's someone that we know or someone that I know. I don't know if you ever met him. If you haven't, you should, because he's a wonderful person. Do you know a man named Boba Chuck?
I do.
It's the winner. Congratulations, Boba. Charlie, you won, buddy. Yeah, nice. Boba Chuck makes incredible dioramas. Places orders for parts for his dioramas. Probably didn't even know there was a contest going on. And I know he doesn't have he doesn't. I know he doesn't have the Barbarian. So I'm assuming that he's going to really be excited to get that.
Very nice.
So awesome. All right. That's the big winner for that. And yeah, I got 31 entries for the other ones. Dub, you think you were 107? Then you missed it by 2, Dub.
Well, not after all that shuffling. That was a lot of shuffling.
Yeah, maybe if I didn't shuffle the balls so much, it would have been Dub's chance. You can blame Paul Zach for that.
Yeah, anybody that did not win today, blame Paul Zach.
Yeah, so. Next time you see him, Dub, you can shiv him right in the back. Just make a little shiv and be like, shank. That's how Dub rolls. He's Pensy hardcore. Oh, all right. Well, that was fun. I mean, should I just jump into the other giveaway or should I?
Unless you got something else you want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I could always
You
talk.
watching anything fun?
Oh, what am I watching? Reacher. I'm watching Reacher.
Reacher's good.
Reacher's good. That's a good
Daredevil
show.
is good.
I am not watching Daredevil yet. That's on my to-do list. I don't usually rush to do the Netflix stuff because I know it's like it's all there or whatever, you know.
Well, that one's Disney, but yeah.
Oh, right. Duh. Yeah, I should have realized that they
but on
so they're
Netflix,
dropping them weekly.
Yeah, on Netflix, there's a series, little like 8-episode series that Darla had me watch called The Residence. That's really good. If you like murder mystery kind of things, it's like a murder mystery set in the White House, and it's really fun.
Okay, that's cool. I'm watching The Wheel of Time, the new season as it drops.
I saw you and a couple of our buddies sitting down to watch that.
Yeah, I went to Nate's house and me, him, and Patrick watched it all together. Because they dropped the first 3 episodes together. So we watched those. I didn't watch the newest one that came out, I think, yesterday, but I watched all the other ones twice now.
I think you said that they were busy like playing with the Barbarian or something, right? Like
they're playing with the Graveyard Skeletons.
Oh, Graveyard Skeletons.
Yeah. It's a shame because it's my all-time favorite series of books, and that's not why it's a shame. The first season sucked.
No,
I mean, it sucked. Second season was a little better. This season is fire. Like this season,
really
is fucking awesome. Yeah, and it just kind of sucks because like for me to recommend it to you, like say like it was done, and and you were like, "What's something good to watch?" I could recommend it to you, but you got to get through that horrible first season, and that's rough. I hate doing that to people.
I was like that with Walking Dead when we were like on the somewhere around the 4th or 5th season. I would tell people like at the time I was like it's the best show on television, but that first season is rough. Like that first season is a rough one to get through.
Yeah. My wife couldn't get through the first episode of Walking Dead, and she never went back. But yeah,
there's a couple series like that you just got to like muscle. I mean, heck, Clone Wars. We've had tons of talks about.
Oh,
that, right?
yeah,
like, you got to get through the first couple seasons, but the last couple seasons of Clone Wars is probably the best Star Wars there is. Right?
Oh, by far. That what's like that a lot, buddy, is The Expanse, right? The first season of The Expanse, it doesn't suck, but it's so different. It's right. It's almost like noir genre detective shit, and you're like, "What is going on?"
Stargate was like that, right? Getting through that first season where they're trying to, they're like almost mimicking the movie characters and not really knowing who they are, and then once they like get into a groove, like that picked up quite a bit too. So,
indeed,
yep, indeed, exactly,
indeed. By the way, I finished that interview I told you with Michael Judge.
Yeah,
damn, he's a badass, man. He is something.
Yeah,
that was a great interview, and like
I wouldn't want to cross him.
No, and even now I wouldn't want to cross him. Like he is just like wow, he's dropping F-bombs, and he's like in his 60s. Like but he's just like, yeah, he was a great person to like hear of like just about his life and things, and like it wasn't a whole lot of Stargate talk, a little bit. Like he talked about when he first got the job, like and like that kind of thing. But man, he really was like, it was really good. If you remember, he started writing some episodes himself. And
I thought I had seen that he had got like some credentials on some of the later ones.
Yeah, he wrote one of his big ones was that one where like he tried to move into an apartment, remember? And the girl next door, like, and he was saying,
that was a great one.
Yeah, well, he wrote that, and he was like, he said that the reason he did it was because all the other actors would get like romance stuff going on off world. You know what I mean? Like Carter would have someone, Jackson would always find someone, like Kirk, right?
Right.
And by like that season, which was like mid show, he's like, how come Steele cannot get anybody? What the hell? So the showrunner was like, well, he's like, Mike, you write it and I'll do it. So he's like, oh shit. So he, in the off season of the show, he wrote it and he submitted it to them, and they loved it so much they greenlit it right away, and they went right to doing it. So he only did that because he wanted like a love interest episode. It was really cool.
Just
Starscream
seeing him
saying,
kind of in our world was awesome, right? Because you only, like the other folks you would sometimes see in their like everyday life, like outside of the thing, whatever.
yeah,
But he was never allowed to leave the base.
yeah.
So like just being able to see him like that, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool too because it showed you why he really couldn't, like
Yeah.
because in
Yeah.
the end he couldn't do it, and it was just really
Yeah.
neat. Starscream saying the girl next door was Lois from Smallville, and
Oh,
yep, yeah, it was. She's
nice.
very young in it,
Yeah.
and she was young in Smallville too, but she was
Yeah.
very young in that. That was definitely a cool one, and I think he wrote the firefighter one too. The one when he's like dreaming that he's a firefighter. Remember? You don't
Oh,
remember that?
yeah.
I think he wrote that one too. But yeah, so Wheel of Time, definitely this season's just the production value is like 5 times what the other seasons are. Like it's
Well,
so
good.
much better, and it just sucks because like, man, it makes you wish they just did that first season over again. The first season was plagued with like COVID issues. They even had to they could barely shoot the last 2 episodes, and it shows.
Here's what I'll tell you, Len. I may end up watching Wheel of Time, but you're not going to talk me into reading books. I don't do it. I don't read. So
I don't know why you don't
that's
use
the only reason I
audiobooks.
stayed away from the show, because I don't want to hear, I'll be like, oh, well, I really am digging the show. And then you're going to be like, you should check out the books. They're even better. No, I'm not. I'm not going to read. You're not going to trick me into it.
All right.
Not going to happen.
All right. I'm not going to try, man. Jeremy Gouvier saying The Expanse was the first show that he liked the books equally as much as the show. Yeah, I didn't read the books, but my wife started reading them, and she said that they're very similar. So yeah, and I love it. The show was really good. But the only problem with The Expanse is one of those shows that if you you forget what's going on from one season to the other, like you need that like hardcore recap. Because that's a busy show.
With those, it's better to binge it,
Yeah.
Yeah. Darla wouldn't tell me to read anything. She knows to read it to me. So
yeah. So if you guys want to get any last minute in for the giveaway, I shall do that next. Let me share this tab. Oops, I removed it.
And I'm rooting for all of you to win, but I'm rooting for Darla to win more, just so you know.
Yeah, we're giving away what's her name? Beluthia? Beluthia. Yeah. We're giving away Beluthia.
Which there's the whole no-nose debate on, and when I was talking to Sherry, she said she painted both, and she said she prefers the nose.
I like the nose too. That in the show that you did with Sherry was phenomenal. I know I told you that, but like if anyone hasn't watched that, like it's because you think that it's going to be like a tutorial or something. It's not. It's a really interesting interview. I dare to say it's the best interview I've seen with Sherry.
Shucks.
Where she really like gets into details about what she does, about her process, what inspires her, the little tips and tricks as far as like where she gets her inspirations from was freaking awesome. And I'm not going to share them because I want people to watch it. But some of the things that she said, like where she gets like some of her color ideas, I was like, damn, that's brilliant. Like that is that insider knowledge base that someone with 30 years experience doing has that you would never think of.
Yeah.
And like you know what I mean? Like the sources where she was getting her like color inspirations and things like that. I was like, geez. And she gets into the end. She gets into the dragon, like the paint theory and the process, and it's phenomenal. If you're interested in the dragon as far as the art goes, watch that episode. It's hands down one of the most interesting interviews I've seen.
Yeah, I would say first of all, I appreciate the compliment there. And I mean, I was just there geeking out like an idiot. She was the one doing all the heavy lifting, but I think if you're from a customizing standpoint, if you're a customizer, it's awesome to hear kind of how she goes about doing the things that she does. If you're not a customizer and you just like this toy line, it was cool to hear what goes into it, especially when it came to the dragon, and just hear, like how it all came together, the process of it. The fact that when she was doing those wings, she had to clear off her entire desk because the thing is like basically like holding a shield. Like it's this huge, massive thing, and it doesn't come apart. Like everything else she gets, there's like these trays, like with all the individual parts broken up. But that wing is one section. So you have to paint it all in one go. And so, yeah, it was really interesting here how all that came together.
Yeah, it was awesome. And like Curtis just said, even if you aren't into the painting, or watch it anyway, because it's just a fabulous episode. She does a wonderful job. And the most important part is they set her up with a really good mic and camera and tech, because nothing broke up, and you could hear
really
her.
Good.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
You know what's funny about that you say that? So, you know, I'm sitting there, and I normally, the way how they do that work, I get the thumbnail ready, I get all the slides ready, I get everything to go like the day before to make sure that I've got everything. I set a time with them that we're supposed to meet, and I usually get there a little bit early, but and normally, I'm not super nervous. Like I've done it a bunch of times. But this one I was nervous for because it's Sherry, right? And I get on there, and she joins, I join, and I can't hear her. And I'm like, oh crap, like there's a problem. It was on my end. Like I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, that's funny.
So then I pulled up YouTube to just like play another video to see it, and I couldn't hear that. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And I'm like freaking out. And so then I went to try to fix it, and when I did, it like disconnected me. So now she's sitting in there by herself, and I'm like, oh crap, she's gonna think I abandoned her. Like I gotta, tell her. So then I had to pop back in to tell her that I'm fixing my audio. I'll be right back. And then I had to leave again. It was a whole thing, and basically at the end of the day, I turned off the computer, turned it back on, and everything worked. So it's the whole, IT fix it, Yeah. So
who ended up looking like the schmo this time?
It was me looking like the schmo.
Curtis, you look like a schmo in front of Sherry. Anyway,
it was
fantastic episode. It's a really good one. It's worth the viewing time. Throw it on, even if you do like I do, and you throw it on in like a podcast style, right? Like, because I don't always like watch them doing something else. It's a great episode that way. Also, another thing about Curtis's channel, and don't blush, Curtis, but when he's doing his painting tutorials, man, it's ASMR. Throw that on. You want to, when you're doing something else, if you want to relax your brain, it's wonderful for that, people. Give it a try.
I've heard that. I've heard I've got a very soothing voice.
Yeah, so it's like a happy little dry brush over here.
I mean, it's no Schmerber. Like you hear that intro from Schmerber when he does that new to Mythics and stuff, and it's like, especially if you're new to Mythics. Like that dude's smooth, man.
So yeah, Schmerberger is pretty smooth.
Yeah, except for he did have the
sandals.
He did have the sandals with the toes exposed.
Yeah, I heard about that. You're very lucky that Cookie didn't go there, because Cookie would have left. He would have left the building. Cookie would have left the building if Schmerber would have walked up to him like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, let's do this draw. We're up to 31. You ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Who's it going to be, Curtis?
A Wolf King Schmo.
Brandon Higgins. Didn't you just win? that damn Brandon Higgins. Congratulations.
You shipped something out to him too. You could have included this in it.
Yeah. I did, but that was like a legit order. So
yeah.
Cool. All right, Brendan. Congratulations. I know it's not gonna be expensive for me to ship it.
You should just meet up with him, turn off the security, have him come over to the casa.
Maybe. I'm in that, we're not that close, but it's like that area of New Jersey where it's like, if you looked on a map, you're like, oh, that's not far. But it's like saying, it's like saying that the which was it at the La Cantinta or whatever it was, that was the Legion's Con where everything was like far but not far. Yeah. Like if you had to drive, like, oh, it's across the street, but it took you like half an hour to get to it. Yeah.
My room's on the 4th floor, but there's only one elevator. So.
Oh yeah. See, I missed that part. Oh no, I did stay there. I only went up to my room once though.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. And my list is done. Oh, I have to save my
Beautiful.
lists. I was going to throw it away, but I need it because I need the number for the order that won the Legendary Barbarian.
Mm.
You know, and
You
Yeah.
should sign them and give them out at shows. Give out a list. Here's the 328 list from Wolf King Live.
yeah. Well, no one wants to see my little.
That could be one
sketches
of
peanuts on
that
it,
could be
though.
one of the prizes on your Lehigh wheel. You won a list. You won a lens list.
328.25. I'm going to do that. I'm going to mark it and then I'm going to sign it. I'm going to erase the little sketches of penises I put on it when I was talking during the thing. And that's going to go to a lucky winner. I'm going to put it right over here
There you
next to
go.
the computer, and that's where they're going to end up. So, all right. I think that's a wrap. I think that next Friday, which is the first week of April, I don't know, maybe I'm going to talk about dragons on Friday.
Ooh,
Maybe I'm
nice.
going to talk about a dragon too. Maybe I'm going to find my own friends to talk about dragons. Maybe I'm going
Very
to do
nice.
that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're welcome to join any of those.
Well,
Those
maybe I'm
episodes
going to
in the
do it here
24
on my
hours.
show, and I'll be the first one talking about dragons.
I mean, it's been going on for about 3 weeks. There's a lot of people who've been talking about dragons, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
whatever. I don't need to be on your special list.
Maybe you've been dragging your feet.
I'm gonna be dragging these.
Oh,
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Wolf King Toys Live. Please like and subscribe. Likes would be cool. Yes, Curtis.
I just want to thank our special guest Jeffrey Evans for joining. Appreciate that.
Jeff,
he
thank
was
you.
Great. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
awesome.
Your live coverage of Toylanta was phenomenal, man.
Mhm.
People are going to really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
For any of you that joined late, we'll have in the description what minute you need to go to see Jeff and his commentary and live footage of Toylanta.
Yeah, because that's definitely the most interesting thing that we all missed. Yeah, so until next Friday, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go to Art by Ackerman channel and check that out. Check out the Sherry interview. Check out everything there. Until next Friday. Bye.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
It's a good song.